Donald Trump just held a disastrous late-night press conference on Saturday as part of his Kennedy Center honors award ceremony where he's giving awards to like Sylvester Stallone and people like that. It's so odd, but this is what he was doing. He was just making noises like ping, 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 ping. Here, play this clip.
Ping, 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 ping. Everybody thinks that, oh, this guy, oh.
And the press conference got even more bizarre after going ping, 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 ping. He started talking about how he loves to do the tile work at the White House and how President Truman did the original tiles in the Lincoln bedroom, and those tiles are bad, but Trump's really focused on the tile work in the White House now. Here, play this clip.
For the first 4 years, I was the hunted, so I didn't have a lot of time to fix up the floors, to redo the Lincoln bathroom. It took a little heat. It was the worst job. It was done in many years ago. It was done during actually the Truman administration with very cheap green tile. That was in Lincoln. Now we have it done in beautiful, beautiful paradisio marble. It's all book matched. It's so beautiful. And people said, oh, why is he wasting time? That's not wasting time. That's saving our heritage. You know, many, many things like that. It's saving the heritage of this country. And it's
And he spent a considerable time in this disastrous press conference, which for reasons that are still unclear that he's holding, and it's taking place at the State Department, he talks more about replacing tiles. Here, play this clip.
We now have that in the White House, replacing one by one tiles that were not good. But we've fixed the White House and we've fixed the Kennedy Center. The Kennedy Center has some work to be done. We've worked very hard on it, actually. I spent a lot of time there with contractors. I mean, I go around, I have two jobs. I have a construction job, which is really like relaxation for me because I've been doing it all my life.
And then he said that, you know, lots of people are asking him, are you better at doing tiles or are you better as a politician? And should you be doing real estate or a politician? And here's what he says. Here, play this clip.
As good as what we already have. So it's sort of, I don't know, I like to tell you those little construction because we talk politics all the time and I like politics too. I said to somebody the other day, am I a better politician or construction real estate person? And they didn't know how to answer that question. I'm not sure how to answer it either, if you want to know the truth. But I actually get great relaxation out of fixing the White House, fixing the Kennedy Center. And
then he talks about how the new board of trustees for the Kennedy Center is really hot. And he fired all the other people who were previously on the board of the Kennedy Center. By the way, attendance at the Kennedy Center is down like 60%, 70%. No one wants to go to this ridiculous clown show. And he's like, they're hot. You know who else is hot? The Supreme Court is hot. And you know who else is hot? The NFL. The NFL is hot. The U.S. Senate is hot. What are you doing? What are you talking about? What you're just saying things that you believe are randomly hot? Like, is that where your mind is going? Here, play this clip.
A very special thanks as well to our terrific Kennedy Center Board of Trustees, along with Executive Director Rick Grinnell. The Board of Trustees has been amazing. It's got to be the hottest board, or I don't know. The Supreme Court is pretty hot. I would say the Supreme Court, the U.S. Senate, the NFL Owners Committee, I think that's pretty good too. But I think the board of the Kennedy Center is turning out to be, we have so many people who want to have so many enemies now because they want to be.
Then he talks about Gary Player, a golfer, and he says, we played the other day and he's still a great golfer. This is really addressing what the American people are going through, Donald. Here, play this clip.
Have spent their lives making the most of their incredible God-given talents. They have talent. They have talent. The great Gary Player, he hits shots. He's 90 years old, still plays good. He shot a 70 with me the other day. He's 90. We're playing pretty far back, too. He's incredible. You think Biden could do that? I don't think so. Can't lift the club. But Gary was demonstrating shots, and one guy was having a very hard time, couldn't get out of a sand trap. Gary's known as the greatest sand player, #1 ever. He got that.
Then Donald says, you know, decades, even centuries from now, people are going to be talking about Sylvester Stallone. Here, play this clip.
Each of them has given us treasures that will be passed down every future generation. And I don't think you even appreciate what you've done. I don't think you really appreciate your greatness. decades and even centuries from now, people will still watch and admire the films of Sylvester Stallone. There's nobody else can do those.
And Donald Trump lies and says that last year, under former President Biden, most DC restaurants were closed because 40% of DC restaurants were closed and now they're back open. He's just making up numbers. Like DC restaurants are actually doing worse off now under Donald Trump. But okay, this is what makes you happy to do deranged lies by saying 40%. I think we would know if 40% of DC restaurants were closed, but go ahead.
See that because DC is now a safe place. People want to be here. The restaurants are opening. You know, if you go back a year, nobody wanted to go to restaurants. They lost 40% of their restaurants. They closed. They had no business. And the restaurants that were open were doing no business. So people felt safe, unsafe, even sitting, waiting for a meal. People would come in and do bad things. We don't have that anymore. And now restaurants are open. You can't even get into a restaurant now in Washington, D.C. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
Then Donald Trump heaps praise on the owner of the New England Patriots, Bob Kraft. Play this clip.
They don't give a Bob Kraft never gave Bob Kraft, you ever give a up? Look at him. He had a lousy team last year. He didn't know what to do. And now he's leading the NFL again. I'm sure your other owners are extremely happy for you, though. They're thrilled. They're just thrilled.
Let's be honest, traditional phone systems weren't built for how businesses work today. And when you miss a call, you're not just missing a conversation, you're losing business. Quo, spelled Q-U-O, is the modern alternative, designed to help you work smarter, build stronger relationships, and never miss an opportunity. Quo is the #1 business phone system that streamlines customer communications. No more juggling 2 phones or being tied to a landline. Quo works through an app on your phone or computer so you can run your business from anywhere. Your team can share one number and collaborate on calls and texts like a shared inbox, keeping response times fast and customers happy. Quo makes your phone system smarter with built-in AI logging calls, creating summaries, and automating next steps. Its AI agent can even answer calls, qualify leads, and route customers to the right teammate, so no customer is ever left hanging even after hours. Whether you're a solo operator or leading a growing team, Quo keeps you connected and helps you deliver standout customer experiences. Join over 90,000 businesses using Quo, formerly OpenPhone. Try it for free when you go to quo.com/Meidas. That's QUO.com/Meidas. You can even keep your existing number. Quo, no missed calls, no missed customers.
And if you were wondering, hey, Ben, when's he going to talk about affordability or health care? Because people's health care is getting ripped away. The Affordable Care Act subsidies need to be extended. And if they're not, people are going to lose their health insurance. When's he going to talk about housing, the fact that his oligarch private equity friends are buying up all the housing so people can't afford homes? Ben, when's he going to focus on education? No, he's not. He then talks about the young girls at the White House. He says these young women, they always keep saying, thank you, Donald. Thank you. Here, play this clip.
And I walk through the White House and I see especially young women say, sir, thank you very much. And I know immediately what they're saying. They're not thanking me for the 8 wars that we've stopped. They're not thanking me for even the tax cuts or any of the other things we've done. They're thanking me because they can actually walk to the White House. They feel safe now in the city. And they are. I want to thank our National Guard. They've been unbelievable, the National Guard.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking creepy right there. He goes, the young women say thank you to me. Gross. Then Donald Trump, before this, held an Oval Office presser. Then they went to the State Department where he had like Kiss, Gene Simmons, and you had Sylvester Stallone and all these weird people there. And then Donald Trump says, you know, and I'm going to be hosting these awards, he says. He goes, and if I don't beat out Jimmy Kimmel in terms of talent, then I shouldn't be the president. Here, play this clip.
We very much appreciate it. Now we're going to go to the State Department with Secretary of State Rubio and have a special event, something which was never done before, but we never had a president hosting the awards before. This is the first. I'm sure they'll give me great reviews, right? You know, they'll say he was horrible. He was terrible. It was a horrible situation. No, we'll do fine. I've watched some of the people that host. Jimmy Kimmel was horrible. And some of these people, if I can't beat out Jimmy Kimmel in terms of talent, then I don't think I should be president.
Dude, you're that obsessed with Jimmy Kimmel still? I mean, Jimmy Kimmel is a talented late night comedian. Can you act like just act like a grown up? I shouldn't even be saying, act like an adult. What are you even doing here? Then Donald Trump says, another moment where he heaps praise on Sylvester Stallone. Here, play this clip.
Sylvester Sly Stallone. Sly. Thank you. Proud of you. This is great, Sly. It's an honor.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm not sure if you see on his desk, I'll just show you another angle right here. You know that fake Peace Prize that he gave himself? Yeah, that's sitting on his desk. He keeps stealing and making up fake trophies and stuff for himself, like one of the FIFA championship trophies and then this weird fake Peace Prize. And you see it right there in the Oval Office. Again, deranged behavior right there. Then he talks about, he goes, in a few moments, we will be presenting these stars with the Kennedy Center Honors Medallions. And this year, they were redesigned from Tiffany. Tiffany's & Co. redesigned it. Here, play this clip.
In a few moments, we will be presenting these stars with their Kennedy Center Honors Medallions, which were redesigned this year with the help of the fantastic team at Tiffany & Company. And I want to congratulate them. They have done a fantastic job. They're wonderful people. I know them very well because they're right next to Trump Tower. I've lived with them for many years, and they really have done a great job. So I want to thank Tiffany. Thank you very much. We're also joined by members of the Kennedy Center Board of Trustees who are doing a really great job. And as you know,
and again, I just keep going back to this. The American people are struggling right now. Prices are surging. You're throwing Europe under the bus. You've attacked Ukraine. This is what you're doing. Come on. Then he going back to that press conference at the State Department. He goes, we won the third election by 10 million votes. No, you didn't. You're just making up random numbers again. Here, play this clip.
and I said, man, it's so bad because they were made 6 years away. So I said, I won't be president. And then I got screwed, and they said, let's do it again. And I did it again. We did great the second time. Unbelievable. We won by a lot. But the third time, we won by 10 million bucks. But it was a COVID year, a lot of things happened, and you know, very crooked election, a lot of crooked people. But I said, we got to do it again. That's why we never give up. These people have never given up. They don't give up. Bob Kraft never gave up.
And then he says that Chicago wants to have crime. They enjoy crime. It's just stupid stuff. Play this clip.
Christie and John Holman and all the people that worked so hard on that. And as you probably noticed, we just went into New Orleans. And we went into Memphis, Tennessee. We went in a light way because we have a lot of opposition there with these people. They want to have crime. I mean, it's the craziest thing, Chicago. But we brought down crime and just given it a little dose of what we do really well. But we'll, at some point, just go in and do it exactly the way we want. We won't have any crime. We'll have very little crime in Chicago, almost none. And we'll stop it everywhere. We do stop it everywhere. And we had a governor.
So that was Donald Trump's press conference. Ping, ping, ping. He loves to do titles and go ping, ping, ping. Again, this is not grown-up behavior. Like we can start talking about policies and stuff, but like he's not even behaving like an adult, nor is he behaving like a child. He's behaving like a very poorly behaved child. And no offense to poorly behaved child who behave better than this. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million. Thanks for watching. Hey, Midas Mighty. It's Ben, Brett, and Jordy, and we just want to thank you for being the backbone of this movement.
This year tested us more than ever, but together we proved that pro-democracy voices don't just compete, we win.
We took on the entire MAGA machine, won a Webby for Podcast of the Year,
the MeidasTouch podcast,
and you were with us every step of the way.
And trust us, what we're working on next is bigger, bolder, and built for 2026.
Let's keep this momentum going, spread the word, we are just getting started.
Shout out to the Midas Mighty!